What's up guys, Saba Houdini here and welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, we're closing in the end of this wonderful trade. What a way to kick off the year, right? Holy hell, a game that actually delivered and even fucking, beat out by all the nasty negative stuff that was said about it. I don't know how they did it. I can't wait to see what they've got planned next. I hope this is a sign to Warner Brothers that not only do we want single player games, but we want lots of them done well, given enough time that they'll look amazing. And after the recent response to the Suicide Squad, I'm starting to wonder, maybe have they put their eggs in the wrong basket? We'll see. I mean, I'm kind of excited for it. I mean, people were calling it Gotham Knights with guns. And I liked Gotham Knights. But, I have trust in Rocksteady. I just worry, as it a changed studio, it's been that long since Arkham Knight. But yeah, today's Tuesday. We had some very cool news today. The Elden Ring long-rumored DLC has finally been announced. Shadow of the Erdtree is its name. No idea when it's coming or what it's about, but we know that it's a thing, it's in development, all that good stuff. I'm glad, because their last couple of games, they've kind of been a little mixed on whether they bother doing fully fledged DLCs or just kind of quality of life updates. Nice. Lovely. I think there was also a bit of news surrounding Forspoken's developer Luminous Productions. They were a separate company to Square Enix, but pretty much, owned by them anyway. But now I think they're getting folded into Square Enix. They were responsible for making the Luminous engine and that, So it was kind of like the team that directly works on the Luminous engine. And it kind of shows maybe Forspoken was a little bit underbaked. We also got some nice previews for Final Fantasy 16, which they said it will not be delayed unless a meteor hits hits Japan. I don't know how I feel about that one. It's weird times we're living in these days. I wouldn't go and say something like that and jinx it all. Nice. Let's get back into some Hogwarts Legacy. Alright, so we're going to be doing a little quest with what was his name? Logwood, the little goblin. Goddamn stickers. Get off. Skip a dippy dee dee dee. Nice. There's so many games coming out right now. I'm kind of in the mood to wrap a couple of these up as well. Yeah, same with like Atomic Heart as well. We're rocking the pumpkin head. I don't think they've kind of said that they're not going to do traditional DLC for this one. But we already got the little Haunted Hogsmeade shop, which was awesome. We got to play that. It was good, like 40-minute quest. Little spooky puzzle. I thought it was really cool. I enjoyed that immensely. I hope it gets released on the other consoles and PC soon enough. We can't get our goddamn broom out. There we go. Oh jeez, 3,000 meters away. I wonder, does he have any new things for the broom while I'm here actually, and then I'm gonna fast travel a bit closer. It seems like your broom enhancements really only come when you've opened up a separate part of the map and he wants you to race Imelda. That seems to be the mix of things, how they work out. Let me see. You think I know this place by now, but I don't. Is it here, the sports?
Yeah. You're back. Nice to see you again.
Albie. Alright, Albie. Any more? No. No more. Okay. I think I didn't actually
by.
race.
To see you again.
I didn't get to race Imelda that time because the bottom part, the last part of the map, wasn't open to me. The goblins were basically digging a massive hole. They're looking for repositories of ancient magic. We're pretty much at that point in the story where they've given us everything. Is this it here? Sky's the limit. Track quest. Yep. Alright. Oh, we already have. Very nice. We were at that coastal mine. That's funny. I was just messing around there. Yeah, this has been a lovely surprise, but I don't know if Quidditch will happen or they'll wait for a sequel. Who knows? Let's see, can we even get over there?
Pass that fire whiskey over here.
You're right. Because by the time you get down here, it very much is like English coast, you know? which is nice. If you look at the map, it is of them digging over there, the bastards. The map is quite, you know, long but thin, and I think what they've done is they've kind of chosen a corner of Scotland and England. So there is potential for more. You never know. I've always wanted to see other countries and worlds in... Oh, can't go that way. A little bit over this way. In the Hogwarts universe, you know, as they speak about it. I think it could be really cool to see different cultures like that. I think the first time we really get a look at it is when we have the Goblet of Fire, when they have the Triwizard Tournament, right? You get to see these other schools coming over, and you can tell already that they do something very differently. You got that like giant carriage coming in and stuff. Alright, so because this is so far south, this might be like the finale of the broom races. This is as fast as I can go for now. Still pretty fast. Nice to get this done. So cool to get to fly over here. They've done a wonderful job on the map. I think there's enough going on in each little area. It doesn't feel too empty. It's not overly big either. It's some poachers, animals to rescue.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Ooh, that's probably a nod to upcoming story or something. Getting closer to revealing the downfall of Isadora.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
I think it's
Gryffindor,
just...
over here.
I have a name.
Hello again, Imelda.
I think it's
This
just gonna
course is
be
a bit
me
far
and her.
from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously.
Obviously.
Evidently too far
Hey,
from most
Lacuna,
of our
hello.
classmates.
How's the vibe today?
Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared.
Well, if you
I'm
weren't such a
surprised our
bitch,
new fifth
that would
year
help.
showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's
Oh, yes.
actually, thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do.
Yeah, well, not everybody is.
And in my
just
experience,
like
that's everyone.
you. Good God.
Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident
All
I
right.
post.
I'll be back later.
We'll soon see how I fare.
How the hell did she get
Get
down here
ready to-
anyway? We had to go through, wait for the goblins to dig through. How the hell did she do it? Oh man, it's just gonna kick me straight into it. Okay, here we go. I think this might be like the final race of this. Whee!
Brilliant.
This game
Brilliant
maybe.
flying, if I do
See.
say so myself.
The little mannequin ghost, I assume, is her because I haven't raced this before. Ta 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 ta. You wanna hit these speed bubbles? Don't miss your rings. We're flying a bit chaotically now. Sounds about right. Hope your Tuesday's going well. You chew on that. Ba ba ba. Lovely. Did you hear the Elden Ring DLC news? I know you weren't a big fan of it.
This is going well.
Do you think you'd play it? I hope it's about Maquilla, the sleeping god. That one was kind of weird. There was a whole like weird grooming storyline there. But that would be cool. Or we could do one about Godwyn, the golden god, who winded up being the Prince of Death and very much the rot of the Erd Tree.
Made it.
And it would make more sense.
Brilliant.
Maybe for him. I'm down either way. Alright, I think we're making fantastic time here. Nice. Sharp turn coming up. You know, these bring me back to the old Potter games without being too annoying. I think they're a nice excuse to really show off that soundtrack in its most
Brilliant
bombastic.
flying, if I do say so myself. Now that's more like it.
Oh, I missed some under the bridge there. That's gonna cost me dearly. La 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 la. It's a very sharp turn to make me, Jesus Christ. Holy balls, look at me go, man. Yeah, it's a sharp turn down under a bridge. Like, it's one of those things, either you're keeping an eye on it, You're not. Ah, yeah, we got loads of time. Comfortably finishing that.
That wasn't too bad.
Comfortably numb. Alright, Imelda. Bitch.
That was quite something.
You got wrecked.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad. For a Gryffindor.
You better
You
watch
take
yourself.
care of yourself.
You better watch yourself, I swear to God.
I should let Mr. Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
Alright. Then he'll just let us know when there's another one, huh? They drip feed the content pretty well, you know? It's good, but I do think it can be slightly distracting from the main quest. Whereas you're like, who's this again?
Get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Skiddle-diddle-dee-dee-dee.
What's the point of toiling if it can be done with...
How's my favourite test flyer?
I feel like he should give you the upgrade after you beat her. Next upgrade, right?
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I
I'm
set a new
Pumpkinhead.
record at the South Course.
Fantastic! Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course! Should have anticipated that. Exactly
aerodynamics.
the kind of report I've come to expect from
ATPG,
you.
hello.
Alas,
When did Cyber become
I
a
think I
Pumpkinhead,
know what
right?
needs to be
Exactly.
done for
This
my
been slow,
final
haven't done
upgrade.
much. Start a new run of Elden. Oh, there you go. Let's see if your thoughts change on it.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be
And to
sure
waste
to
over a
send you an
month just
owl when
preparing
I'm
for half
finished.
these bosses.
Thank you again for your help.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get the
Couldn't have
DLC
done
till
this
like
without you.
the way they made it sound was it's now in development, so it'll still be a fucking year away, you know. I hope not. It seems like they're going after a kind of autumny, like giant cornfields and stuff, which made me think of Sekiro. Really, they might want to, maybe they're gonna tie those worlds together. I don't know. I doubt that. Let's see what else we can look like today, huh? Are we getting a bit sick of it? Will we go full suit and armor? We could make ourselves look like a Bobby. Like an old copper. Fucking old Bill. The old Bill. Was it face wear? Ah, yes. Let me see your face wear. Does anything go with these? That kind of goes with a little bit. Oh, this one. The one me to wear this one with it. Could do that. What else we got down here? We could do the old Hannibal Lecter. Jesus Christ. The student. So many hats and stuff. Jesus Christ. If it wasn't in the 1800s, I think they had a... Damn. I think they'd have a bit of an obsession with hats. Skibidi-bidi-dee-dee. Scarves, I can't be arsed with, honestly. What else we got going on here? Oh, that's fucking swanky. It's like one of those fighter jet types. Oh, shit. Go with a cape. I wish you could change the colors of them. I don't think you can. As far as I can tell, the loom just lets you mess with the traits. Alright. Schwank de la Schwank. A lot of them are very similar. I used to wear a dicky bow when I was very small. Didn't have much choice in the matter. When you're a kid, man, your parents will just do some stupid shit. Okay, that's perfect. Let's get some matching gloves. I was wearing fingerless gloves before it was cool. How was everyone's week going so far? Let's see. Fingerless black leather gloves. Pretty fucking cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, that's that done. He'll contact us about the last upgrade, probably. I do have a lot of classes that I need to do, but what the fuck am I gonna... some of them are pretty short, though, you know. It's just for getting extra spells. But, you know, until I need them, I'm not too bothered. The problem is, it's a weird complaint to have, but we're almost at that point
and I do make a good team.
where there's almost too many spells, and you only have... You've got like 16... Jesus Christ. Sorry, bud. Good gear that you found first. Stop fucking showing things on the map. I'm trying to fight.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Did I remove Crucio? Looks like I did.
Taste goblin silver.
Goblin silver.
You can't stop others.
Yeah, I think I removed it. That's okay. I'll have to put it back. You little bastard. Always takes a second to get back into this combat for sure.
I won't rest.
Say you're dead. That Expelliarmus going. Use his own axe against him. Lovely. Oh, I hear a troll. I hear a troll. Hello. Who hurt you, Mr. Troll? Let me know who hurt you. Come on, you can do better than that. You silly bastard. You angry now? There's a little dwarf over there causing trouble. Yeah, I'd say we'll get the DLC like somewhere in the fall, probably. 1,600 big ones. There you are, you little bollocks. Damn, you still got that off? Give me that. Jeez. Definitely rolled there. There you go. 2-for-1 special. Yeah, I feel like because you have so many different spells that you use. What the fuck kind of... What was he doing there? Yeah, so many spells that you use for non-combat. I feel like what they should have done, I know it sounds weird, but they should have had like 4 sets of 4 for combat and 4 sets of 4 for non-combat. Or something like that. I know that sounds a bit greedy, but it's just like, I'll move over and it's like, here's all my beast taming stuff. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a fucking fight, you know? Come here. You shites.
You think
yourself what? The highest level is 40, so we're getting up there.
To blame.
Okay, we're like fucking Hannibal Lecter. Alright, where the hell is this guy? Is he inside here? We were actually fighting around here at the end of the last time we played this. Get that dragon skin coat. You in here? You are hiding. I don't know if we can trust this guy.
Place stinks of Ranrock and his cronies.
Mm-hmm.
No sign of Lodgok out here. He must be inside already.
Yeah, but is he leading us into a trap? A coastal mine. Here we go. Lodgok. He's a goblin who's defected from Ranrock, the main big baddie. But I'm starting to wonder, is that different?
Look at the size of this mine.
Let's hope by the time we
Oh,
get to
God.
the finale
Seems wrong.
This place is teeming with Ranrock's loyalists.
that
I
maybe
have to keep my wits about me.
they'll switch up who the bad guy is, you know? I don't want a last minute change or anything, but it would just be nice, because I fear as though the whole chase of Ranrock for the entirety of the game has been a little lackluster, just because as much as I'm
This cart
not
ought to
one of
get me
those
deeper
people
into the
who,
mine.
you know, I don't like when we get the old fucking whodunit and then it just immediately switches
like
it up, you know,
Gringotts.
right at the
But
end.
I'm in the driver's seat this
But
time.
if it's the entirety of the game, it's too much of a build-up.
How deep will this take me?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress.
You couldn't possibly live up to the hype, you know, of one big bad. It almost makes you
That
feel
has
like,
to be the end up ahead.
why didn't the Wizarding Police do something, and the Ministry of Magic? We've seen they're pretty useless though, just like real police. One of them got completely laid the fuck out, and we had to basically save their skin during the Haunted Hogsmeade quest, which is probably my favourite one so far. But they've been really good. The side quests are fun. They got a little bit of meat to them, but not enough to have you
Incendio!
pissed off, you know. Incendio. Yeah, the plan is to finish up both Atomic Heart and this week,
Accio!
and we're pretty close to doing that. In fairness, I knew you were gonna do a half jump. God, you're a waste of space. Ah, you're a waste of space. He didn't even die, man. He's just in the middle of nowhere. I hate that half jump shit. You know what that reminds me of so much, and it's another Warner Brothers game. Fucking Mad Max. This half jump bollocks. It shouldn't even be an animation in the game. When would you ever need a half jump? Like, think about that for a second. Just don't animate a half jump, for the love of all things merciful. I do not need a fucking half jump. I need you to get to your destination. Half jumps and all that crap. You know, when back in the day, there was you know, they were running out of ideas what to do with the buttons and all that. So they would do these kind of contextual buttons where it's like, hey, the more you press it, the more it does this and that. And you know, that wore off like 2 seconds into the gameplay.
Accio!
Easily diverted.
Easily. But you didn't divert it. You stood there.
Expelliarmus!
Hello, lads.
Glacius!
You always hit the wrong one, don't you? The guy right beside you needs Glacius.
Incendio!
Now, for some godforsaken reason, you hit the guy miles away.
Expelliarmus!
They want you to lock on to your target, but
Incendio!
stuff is like far too crazy for that.
Glacius!
What are you saying about my spells? Level 30 now. No messing about. Always 2 levels above you. Or so. Yes, we'll be introducing a lot of new games, and I want to start introducing some of the stuff I planned for this year. Some hidden gems. Nice. This idea of putting the box lengthways is extremely important to a good few of the puzzles. Yet for some fucking reason,
Incendio!
it's not as easy done as you think. I've had games with telekinesis with a little bit better control. This one allows you to move it, you know, forward and back towards yourself, and then rotate it, but never rotate it only on one axis, you know. So it can be a bit frustrating. And then the game thinks that you're stuck with the box, so it resets it, and you're like, no, I was actually getting in position. It's all good. It's tiny little grapes. There was just one puzzle I end up spending like, you know, 5+ minutes on because I didn't know what the fuck they wanted me to do. But it was just a matter of position in the box. Like, it's probably for here, is it? No? Yeah, sometimes he'll do that big old climb, and other times he won't. Little shite. very impressive as games go. And it's a hell of a looker too. What's this? Do we have to put a weight on this? Oh, it's like it almost broke. Did you see that? What is that?
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Weird. Is it? They're not showing the outlines anymore. This is some kind of secret. Go on, don't be afraid. Jump down. Who said that? Who said that? Medium ground surfaces. Yeah, I gotta give it to him. Whoever designed the whole room of requirement. Something tells me it might have been someone who was very addicted to Animal Crossing. Because, ooh, look at that. Sanguine mask. Cool, let me have a look at that. That is pretty bitchin'. Get into some fucking Hound stuff. Gear. I like that it's cold in here and you can see my breath even through this mask. I suppose this one, instead of looking like Hannibal Lecter, just looks like a fucking COVID mask. We can't be having those. Alright. Shit, I was going the wrong one. Here we go. Damn. Okay, that's pretty fucking cool. I like that it's seems to be wood. We get anything else here? They're always half face masks, so like, you know, not full face. So kind of doesn't really hide your identity that much. Alright, now we gotta figure out something else. I don't think I have anything really red to go with it. I have such a badass cape, but the only one of its kind, and you can't change the color. What were they thinking? What were you thinking? For fuck's sake! There was a new update for ooh, that's kind of cool. For Fortnite, added a lot of old guns in, hunting rifles, 6-shooter, stuff like that. Very cool mask. I don't have enough bits. It seems to be the way to go. Oh no, it just led me back here, did it? Right, okay. Just a nice little secret. Let's see what's over here. See the way they reset the box?
Accio.
They be doing that shit. Okay. What is up here? That's some moonstone. For a room of requirement. Alohomora level 3.
Alohomora.
My goodness. Well, we have all the Alohomoras now. I think I've collected all of the demiguys. There's a couple of things like that I don't mind running around and doing. A lot of collectibles that we've had people get the platinum for this. They put 85 hours into the game. 95 Merlin trials. Over 600 collectibles. It's meaty, you know. I assume you can just keep playing it long after the game is over. The last stream we got to take on death itself in a really cool pen and paper style quest. It was very special. I don't think there's been a single stream of this where I haven't kind of sat back and I'm like, this game is special, you know. Even if it's like, you know, from the Haunted Hogsmeade to that quest we just spoke about. Luckily that death one is part of the story, so hell yeah. This game has already sold 12 million copies and it's not even out on Xbox One and PS4 yet.
Revelio.
Where are these guys yapping? What's your belly aching? Get down there and stomp you. That's where they want me to go. But I have elevators going in every single direction. But it would appear that they want you to get all of the furnaces lit. That's pretty lit, yo. So where does this elevator go? Oh.
Expelliarmus!
Such arrogance.
Incendio!
How nice of you to stop by.
Glacius!
One less human.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting the troll is able to just track across the field like that. Silly bastard.
Incendio!
So yeah, on his third hit, he can literally ballet dance.
Incendio!
He's goofier than a motherfucker.
You're making this too.
Dang. Won't give you much of a chance to get up, do they?
Incendio!
Come on, grab the explosive box.
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Who got me with that?
I'm enjoying this.
Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus!
So they're the more powerful goblins.
Accio!
How do you survive our encampment around?
Incendio!
Obviously the real hard one here is the bullet spongy
Expelliarmus!
troll.
Incendio!
You won't.
See, can we get the troll with this one? No, it's just throwing it at nothing. Why are you doing that? There's an enemy right there.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Bombarda! Potato!
I doubt you're able to do this. Let me see. So with the transformation, I can transform them into explosive stuff. It's pretty fun.
Depulso!
No. Can't do that.
Stupefy!
I think my Stupefy will actually do damage to them now. You got any more moves?
Potato!
Kind
Stupefy!
of boring fighting these guys now.
Glacius! Incendio!
Got a charge, throws a rock.
Expelliarmus!
That's about it, honestly. These 3-hit combo.
Glacius! Incendio!
Watch how far he's able to track that shit. Just gets across the whole bastard area.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego!
That's weird, I was using Protego.
Glacius! Incendio!
Gotta go all the critical hits we're getting on him.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected.
Nice one.
Stop by Spin Witches when you can.
The final broom upgrade. They can be a little expensive, but by now if you're not absolutely just covered in money, you're doing something wrong. Me, or do you look like a DC villain with that mask and cape? Ooh, I like. Okay, cool. I fuck with that. I like that. So it felt like Rocksteady could do no wrong, but Jesus, they're gonna have an uphill battle with Suicide Squad. There's one thing you'll never beat is the passion of you know, comic book fans, or you know, that kind of way. But if you wrong them, you'll never beat the hate of comic book fans. They are fickle as fuck. They love what they love. They're passionate about it. They'll defend it till the end of their days. On their fucking deathbed, they'll defend that stuff. But if you wrong them, Jesus Christ, I'll never forget it.
Incendio!
So, what once was Rocksteady could do no wrong, may now be something much worse. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna enjoy it. They're all just the main takeaway seems to be they're all pissed about it being online only and all this crap. Like, even if you play it single player, you need an online connection. But fucking newsflash, that's the way gaming has been for fucking the last 5 or so years. People had like a little bit of an outcry about it, and then they just got on with it because that's exactly the way things are. It's the only way they're able to do the constant updating and all that. I couldn't give a shit. Could not give a shit. It makes no difference to me. People don't realize that they usually have their consoles and everything else in their house constantly connected to the internet. See, I like the red mask, god damn it. But I've nothing else red to go with it, you know? Just nothing else. Not even like red and black's always a good one, but let's see, do I have anything I can actually upgrade? Some of this stuff I just want to destroy. Destroy it. You're filling my pockets full of crap. Of crap. You can safely destroy and sell everything. It's something I didn't know. Very good. Well, we've been upgrading some of this stuff, so we get a little offense and defense. You will keep. It's anything you collect that brings in a new cosmetic style. You can keep forever. It definitely seems to be over 500 for sure. I must have close to 200 to 300 already, and I haven't done a lick of, you know, really, you know, diving deep into the exploration. I've done a couple of little bigger side missions and that. What did this open? I knew that. I'm not sure. There was a reason to come down here. Nice. Makes sense to hide your identity a little bit, right? The goblins tend to know who you are anyway. Like, you're the one who killed my brother. Like, I don't know you fucking brother. Alright, bruv. Bruv and brother. Yay! Yeah, Atomic Heart's been pretty special. I really, like, it's definitely like a 10 to 15 hour game, right? But, like, all the little areas you can do, little vaults. Oh man, they are fun. I kind of want to do them all. This is how we get over here. Okay. So how do I get down there then? There must be a way. Oh, careful now. It looks like I need another lift. Send that one back up, you know? So yeah, I'm enjoying that a lot. And it's one of those games, I feel like, by getting more of the recipes and making your gun stronger, it has a genuine effect on your combat. Combat itself is very fun. I will say that, you know, the fact that there's no indicators or suspicion meters and all that, I find it better. It's less intrusive on the screen, you know. But then I also find it messy in a weird way, because it's like, oh, I'm being attacked by 4 guys I didn't even know, kind of thing, you know. So it's unusual. You know, there's not even a damage indicator on the screen besides your health. You know, you'll hear the noise and you'll feel it in the controller, but it's not the same as just, you know. When it comes to these kind of things, I'm very visual. I have to kind of see something, even if my spatial awareness isn't always the best. And it's mainly because audio balance is fucking rubbish in games. This feels like the right way to go. It's all secret and stuff, but I think it's just one little room, isn't it? Unless... how do we power this? Got to be a way. Yes, audio balance is tough. I feel like if you don't have a 3D headset or a 400 fucking mix amp, you know, you're just not getting the most out of it. They want you to know that as well. There must be a furnace around somewhere.
Revelio.
That's gonna power this thing, you know. That's the lip. That's the box. That's that. Maybe I didn't need to come over here. That's this Accio. I think it's just not strong enough to push it, right?
I need to pull this platform closer.
I know, but we tried that and you didn't pull it closer. Now he pulls it closer. Oh my god. Did you not see me already do that? Ah, games. Am I right? You get punished for it. Dude, he sometimes he'll force himself off the edge there, those animations. Alright. Hello, lads. Let's get swifty. No, we're not allowed to say that anymore? Oh, no. Cancel swifty. You little bastard. I was trying to use glaciers on you and you magically moved.
Where does this one lead? beating heart as well. Incendiary. Expelliarmus.
Evil.
Incendiary. Expelliarmus.
You gotta love it. You fucker.
Incendiary.
As soon as I put that up, he managed to get his star back. I will make
Accio.
you get your shield back up mid-spell, sir.
Expelliarmus. Glacier.
I will say the game does have a little bit of a difficulty swipe.
Expelliarmus.
But I think it's probably more got to do with me not being fast enough to switch over the spells. I think I just need to go up and down, up and down. Yeah, I need to switch them around.
These
That's what it is.
devices run on steam power.
Steam Workshop. A comic book, yeah, right. A comic nerds hate nothing worse than it. I'm telling you, I've seen it over the years. There's a lot of passionate fans when it comes to everything, music and here's this. Maybe let me do music and video games, everything. But comic book, oh my god, comic book fans go above and beyond. I think it's because we live in that new era of every comic book becoming possible TV show or movie, and they're feeling everything they loved and every little bit of nostalgia being trampled on, whether for good for bad. It's another sign of we don't know what we want, because most of them, you know, when they were a kid, they would have cried out for any of those things, you know, a video game, a movie or a TV show based on their beloved comic book, and then now you're getting it and you're like, not like this, not like this, please, no, Disney, stop, somebody stop Disney. They never will. They never will. That wicked mouse, man, he's turned into Scrooge McDuck, swimming around in his money. Nice. I like it. They have a good bit of actual thought put into these puzzles. Release the steam. Alright. Is it like 3 different locks? No, just the one. I assume we have to push the steam all the way here. This is starting to look very much like the start of the game. What? Is that all that's over here? Okay. You bastards. There's no way. There's no way. That cannot be the only thing that's over here. You're having a laugh. I did not ride this thing over here. Open the fucking door. Send the steam. All for that one chest. You're having a laugh. I bet you they did that. Seems we have one more fantastic beast to unlock as well. That one that you can ride around on. It seems to be the one from the trailer. The tentacle Cthulhu looking beast. You bastards. Look at my cape freaking out. Man, I love having capes in games because you can just see how much, no matter what generation it is, they still interfere and break, fall apart, get stuck in everything. Graphic quality, it's better and better.
I hope I can get to Ranrock before Lodgok does.
But the same bullshit problems exist. Begs the question, are we really learning? Are the designers just getting better? Artists getting better? But we still fall into the same bullshit mistakes in the last 20 years of video games?
Another drill is complete. The wizarding
I think this is all going to end up in Hogwarts. Because they're looking for these repositories, and I bet you one of the biggest ones will end up being under
I
Hogwarts.
have to destroy the drill and stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Yeah. Man, there's a troll everywhere. I don't mind the trolls. that much. It's just
I won't rest until
you get to that point where you're full on bullet sponging the whole way. I will make you pay. Bye, bitch. Alright, now we just gotta get rid of the upside over there. Of course you're still alive, you prick. Why the hell would you ever be dead? Nice.
Expelliarmus.
What the fuck hit me? His magical fucking hand mid-glaciers? Yeah, shilly bastards. Come on.
Expelliarmus.
Damn, just running into his leg was enough to almost kill me, basically. I have very close-up spells. I need to get closer. Ooh, that was a nice one. What else we got?
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Incendio. Bombard.
Fuck. Come on, Orlando Bloom, get up. I'm convinced Orlando Bloom actually voices this dude.
Glacius. Incendio.
There you go. Get your criticals when he hits the wall. That old chasing troll buggish. Just a pocket full of snot. Remember that old chestnut? Alright. Guess we're breaking this place down. Is this cave not gonna come in down on top of you, kid? Might not be a good idea to get rid of the load-bearing pillars.
I have to find a way to stop that drill.
That's one way of doing it. If these spells aren't killing people, you're at least figuring them with those flaming ice spells. Right. Steampunk, look at this here. Nice. We're going to see a lot of steampunk. Will you play Lies of P this year?
That is unfortunate. No matter. We will build another.
Oh, we're going to fight Ranrock right now?
I found this one lurking outside.
Oh no, we're going to have a hostage trade.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me?
He's so angry, but he's so small. You don't know whether to fucking pet him or to beat the shit out of him. Bit of both. Heavy petting.
It cannot be. All this time, you knew.
Oh no.
You knew where it was.
Why don't you tell him? Oh god, he's gonna kill him. Something tells me they're brothers. Careful now.
Are you alright?
I'll never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible.
Why'd you give him the book?
That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
Careful, Ranrock.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragbor's last journal.
Is it Hogwarts?
Wasted my time, chasing a child. And my little brother.
I knew they were brothers.
Knew where it was all along.
Fucking knew.
But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
Oh god.
I was bringing it to you.
Sure you are.
You are a traitor to our kind.
No. Oh, great wizard, just stand back. Oh my god. Oh oh wow, he tried to kill him. Oh, it's popping off now. The music's not very fitting though. It's like exploration music. This is the music's so weird here. Hello? Why'd you just stand back and let him be killed? Wow. That was your chance to kill him. We need to get our hands on Avada Kedavra. Because what I can do is I can...
Poor Lord Gok.
can
Dead by his brother's hand.
curse a lot of people.
No wonder he tried so
Their
hard to
entire
reason with
hitbox
him.
becomes the attack. Fuck! I do feel like, because of the way the shields work and you use the colored spells, the elemental spells, if you're not locking onto them, you're gonna have that slight
Now to get out of
confusion.
this blasted place.
Ironically, it's not unlike what would happen with in the Arkham fighting games. It's the same thing. Batman would like attack the air when you're like, no, I'm pointing to that guy, please. Yes. Alright.
I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Oh. It's coming up at the end. And that felt very anticlimactic. See the way it says, like, do main quest 11 out of 14? I think there's just 3 left of the game. I don't mean there's like 14 main quests total. What it does is it kind of walls them off like that so you can get some challenges. Let's go get the final broom update, and then let's try and see if Sebastian will let us get Avada Kedavra. I'm thinking they don't let me use it near the end. Because I have one spell is whoever I have cursed, you know, the little green X, if I use Avada Kedavra, it'll kill all of them in one go. So that could really whittle out many, many enemies. Let's see how my talents are anyway. Pretty much by the end of it, you can get nearly every other spell to cause a curse on it, you know. So right now my Expelliarmus does it and removes their weapon, and I can now throw it back as well. So defeating a cursed enemy restores your health. Let's see. Under control of Imperio. Yeah, that could be good as well. Flipendo has the same effect. There's a curse on enemies. Cursed enemies. Okay. Flipendo. So it would be important for me to get multiple spells that cause curse, you know. And then this one at the end, see? Killing an enemy with Avada Kedavra kills all cursed enemies. So right now it's just Expelliarmus, right? And Crucio, yeah, I suppose. Wait, hold on, it'll... Projectile that curses are nearby. Oh, I need to put Crucio back. And what else we got here? Resto Memento. So yeah, it would definitely be in your best interest to have like Crucio, Flipendo, Resto Momentum all on the same little spool, you know, just so you're constantly casting curse and then move over and do Avada Kedavra, you know. I need to remember to do that. Stupefy will also, so me blocking will also curse them. So you can see, you can really go insane there. Dealing damage to a cursed target inflicts all cursed targets. So that's the way to do it. Just get all that going. Flipendo. Bombarda calls an explosive. Oh yeah, let's get that. I like Bombarda. Anything else here? Perfect Tego. Basic cast impacts on airborne enemies, contribute more to ancient magic blocking the spell. It's all about ancient magic meter. One should be doing as much of that as possible. Wiggleweld. Right. Where's this Wallach? Get that broom going as fast as I can. I think it may actually move into like spring.
Oh, hello
Maybe
again.
by the time it
Couldn't
goes
have
to
perfected the
spring,
broom
it'll
upgrades
be like
without your
end
help.
game.
As always,
7,500,
I have a
okay.
special prize for you.
There you go.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
Jesus. Jesus. That wasn't too bad. Let's see, is there anything here that'll help us? They don't make it easy. They should have one of those identifiers in every shop. The looms. So what you actually end up having to do, as awkward as it is go back to Hogwarts, go to the room of requirement, reveal your items. If they're good, you know, keep them, upgrade them. If they're shite, then go back and sell them. So it just seems like a little bit of extra busy work sometimes, you know. It's not that big a deal. It's more just me failing to get the rhythm right, you know. They mostly end up shit. I really like the traits and the upgrades. I think that is it's fantastic. Chinese chopping cabbage. See, that's a huge difference in defense there. That fucking eyeball. $74 over 71. So I think with the legendary ones, they come with their own trait. Purple doesn't come with a trait, but it doesn't really make a difference because you're going to put a trait in anything. The traits I have in my stuff are mainly like, what's this one? Significantly increased damage dealt to cursed targets. See, yeah. I don't know if you can stack them. I've been trying to do that. Increased damage with Crucio. Yeah, or cursed targets. Don't know if that counts. I'll have to figure that one out. This one I don't have the right level for it. But it's not even good anyway. You can also switch around the traits as well, but you lose the last one. It's not a matter of keeping it like a mod where you just slot it in and out. It's more about there's increased damage with Expelliarmus. This one I find increased damage of all damage spells. I find it kind of useless. It's a small benefit. So you can come down here. You find some of these through just getting more animals and just finding them on pieces of gear as well. Discovered and undiscovered. See, undiscovered 60. See, I use Incendio a lot, so that would be good. But you want to be getting some of these, the power of 3, you know, where it goes to significantly, and there's probably more than as well. Trificus Totalis, Mandrake, Ancient Magic, and then Cursed Targets. Alright. I really like that. Not only does my Expelliarmus now curse them, and knock, you know, disarm them for a second. When it knocks the thing out of their hand, I can use it to hit them. You can also get different defense where you
would like to speak with you.
You know, you take less damage from goblins or whatever, dark magic, dark wizards, whatever you want. Go to the map chamber. Yeah, we're definitely pushing towards the end. Let me see if I can talk to Sebastian. I want to learn the rest of those spells, unless he's going to leave them to the very end. I don't have Imperio or Avada Kedavra. Let's see, the Shadow of Time. Meet Sebastian. Here we go. And this is where we learn Imperio, and then that'll leave Avada Kedavra for the end. I want to finish off his quest too, because it's been kind of one of the coolest and weirdest quests, and I really feel like it's going to end bad. Alright, so where does he want to meet? It's still telling me to go there. Did he say in the catacombs? Sebastian has been trying to cure his sister Anne's curse at the start. He blames anyone and everyone. His uncle is not a very nice man. Parents are dead. Blames the goblins. I secretly think Sebastian has had a hand at this.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Alright, let's see what this final speed upgrade is. It's pretty decent. Like I said, because you get the broom upgrades in small increments, you're not really feeling the speed upgrade as much as you hope. But I bet you if you were to show a default broom with now a fully upgraded broom, probably like, oh my god, the difference is unreal.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
Bonk. Incendio seems like it's really OP. Yeah, when you upgrade like that, I think it is, but they have to be close enough. Like, you will feel it if they're not close enough. It's almost a mistake.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Alright, Merlin. We must be close to getting... I need more gear slots for sure. Alright.
Revelio.
This one just seems to be a good old-fashioned smack them. No?
Accio. Bombarda.
See, sometimes it just does not do the outline thing. All these games have gotten multiple updates, and I genuinely wish they didn't. I get that they're all performing really bad on PC, but guess what? They're performing fucking fine for me on console, and every update makes them worse. Please stop. Please, for fuck's sake, stop. Leave the fucking games alone. Nice. Drive me nuts. I see that there's something going on in the industry right now, and nobody's talking about it, and I wish one of the big ones would come out and talk about it, you know, Phil Spencer or somebody. What's happening is these companies are actually moving away from using QA testers, these quality assurance testers, the people who play test the game and find bugs, you know. They have to keep, you know, everything all whisper quiet and all that, but all of these companies are firing them en masse, and that's not a good thing. I think what's happening is, as we move into slowly but surely these companies trying to unionize, especially QA testers, they have to be recognized. And this is something that has been going on for fucking god hundreds of years, not in video games but just in general. The idea of these companies wanting to swindle their employees and not allowing them to unionize for fear of them rising up and striking, you know. And this is what's happening. So what they're doing is they're firing them all so that this won't happen.
Interfering with a rather personal matter. The demiguise statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason.
Uh-oh.
You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
Anyway, the lesson we're going to learn very badly from all this is we're going to have even buggier games.
What's that? Who's there?
Why does it take like two of them?
Your best moments, I feel.
And what's funny is we're already like, these games are really fucking buggy already. How much buggier can they get? Trust me, a lot more buggier.
Accio. Glacius.
But I think there's been so much,
Expelliarmus.
you know, anger with the QA. I don't think they've been really doing a good job. Like, I'm not trying to hate on them or anything, but I think with just everything being so uncertain and anger in that community.
Incendio.
You bastard. I thought I had a thing where you don't get interrupted.
Accio.
They're probably not, you know, you wouldn't, if you didn't have job satisfaction, happiness in your job, you're not gonna do a good job, are you? No, you're gonna make a fucking. So many spells missing.
Accio.
What did they, look at this shit, he's right there. What are they doing? What have they done to this game? It was fine since launch. You're fucking with it. So yeah, if they get rid of QA testers, you're gonna have more and more updates being pushed and games released that are a fucking shit show from the get-go. And I think what they're going to do, and I hate this idea with a passion, is they're going to have AI machine bug fixing, you know? They're going to have this thing where you're going to have AI just search through algorithms and billions of lines of code looking for bugs. And we know that those kind of blanket solutions, they never work. You need the human touch. Like, most of these games need tens of thousands of QA man hours, you know? That's just the nature of it. They're getting bigger than ever. We want this game to be bigger, that game to be bigger, you know what I mean? And it's too much. It's too much. With every little moment and every button press of a controller, it introduces thousands of bugs. Now, you know, for anyone who doesn't know about video game development, your first thought is to, you know, build it better so there's not that many bugs. But these games, they're so big, it doesn't work like that anymore. We're not talking about a couple of fucking megabytes for the entirety of the game anymore. Even at that point, there was still bugs and glitches. Look back at the original Mario. Alright, where's the last statue? Usually don't even make you do a couple. Here we go. But it's not taking Bombarda very well. What happened to you?
Bombarda.
Why is it taking two? There you go.
Alan himself would be proud.
Fucking better be, son of a bitch. 95 of these. You can see how most of the platinum runs people are ripping their hair out over. 50 would have been the sweet spot. That's how I feel about any of those collectathon things. you're fucking with people's time. It was different back in the day of the Banjo-Kazooies and Marios and all that. Not only was it a joy, it was the only game you played, and it was like the big release of the year. Now we've a big release of the month. You put like a fucking 80-hour collectathon, no one's gonna finish. You're gonna have less and less completionists as time goes on. You know, it's like back in the day, you had to look up guides and stuff. These days, even most collectibles, they eventually near the end of the game will just fucking let you buy a map. They're like, just there you go, just find them and you tick it off. It's very kind of weirdly cathartic for me, especially just ticking off, getting little ticks on maps and stuff. Like, yeah, thank you. But yeah, not everybody has that kind of time. But you know, there's still a lot of people who will only buy a couple of games a year, and that's it. So they don't mind putting like 600 hours into this game, you know, 6 hours a week. So a lot of time. I could see this being a game that, you know, a kid would get, or a young teenager, and have that just be their childhood game forever, you know, that kind of way.
It's wonderful to see you back here.
So that's why I try my best not to be too critical of things, because I grew up
today you have something
with
you'd like Penny
so
to
many
sell for you?
great games. Can I shell them? Yeah, I grew up with so many great games that, you know, you look back with nostalgia, but maybe when you played them, they were shat on. We just didn't know any better because we didn't have access to the internet. And the magazines were too expensive for you to buy. Ta-da! Have to recoup a little bit of that money back.
You safe and wondrous travels.
Nice. Nice. How do you guys feel about that kind of, like, do you prefer games to just continuously get updates, like to become a service at that point? Or do you think there should be an end to a development of a game, you know? Should development end as soon as it's released? Should it end as soon as the last DLC is dropped? Like, nowadays, I don't think any game is ever just left, you know, like with PS5 and Xbox Series X updates and, you know, a little quality of life or a bug fix or a secret that's found 10 years later. It's kind of mad. Alright, this could be getting close to the end of this guy's quest.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi.
So yeah, I feel bad for the QA testers out there.
By the student,
I feel like they're the people that take the brunt.
So I must assume it's still here.
The blame if something's buggy, but
this relic grants
no
its
job
holder
security.
the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
I think QA testers are
I need to see her.
just as important to game developers, games as the developers themselves.
I'm ready to explore,
you know?
the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't.
Ooh.
I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
I think what we need to do is we need to find a simplified method
what lies inside
for bug fixing, you know?
Catacomb.
Some way, because even QA testers, you're play testing the game, you're writing stuff down, you're making notes of the bug and what you did to make it happen, or it's even recorded live as you're doing, right? You know what I mean? But then that has to process, that has to go back to the developer has to replicate it, then fix it, find the line of code that caused the problem, you know? That is a fucking long, drawn-out way of fixing a bug. And people...
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
People will play a game and find a bug, you know, minute 1, hour 1, or the first 10 hours, whatever, and they want to fix now. They don't want the fix tomorrow. They don't want to fix, like, look at Pokemon, the newest Pokemon. People are loving it. I love it. But my God, like, they still haven't genuinely updated that and fixed any performance or anything. Like, there was one that did a little something, but they have another one coming, and they have DLC coming. You can tell they're working to address it. But you know, that game is like what, 4 or 5 months old now. That would be unheard of. Hey, it's more spudders. Do you like spiders with your spiders? Because I got spiders. I got spiders. Spiders around my fingers. I got spiders. Spiders around my spiders. Yeah, we're strong.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it.
Yeah, so I feel bad for those. Because I think they're trying to...
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
They're trying to basically get rid of all QA
I'd say opening them all is
testers.
justified.
And what they're doing then is the other companies are going to use, you know, this company or that company getting rid of their QA testers as a way of basically saying, oh, look what happened to that team, you better not fucking strike, you know. This is the same shit that was going on in the 30s, 40s, 50s, you know. When the Teamsters used to hire the mob, basically, to come in and make sure no one would go on strike, or if they did, they would beat the shit out of them until they ended the strike. It's really fucked up. Do I think something like that's going to happen here? No, but they don't have to. They can just tell them they lost their job, and that's what they're doing. They don't have to strong arm them. They can just say, you know, say hello to the streets for me. You know what I mean? It could be like,
brilliant.
Be like, you're now homeless. Good for you, you know. Things are so bad now that that's what it's like. Just having a job is not good enough to keep you off the street.
Accio, Expelliarmus, Incendio.
So you gotta get that Expelliarmus first. See that? It almost took down his whole health. Ew.
Rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep that.
Expelliarmus.
These ambushers are nasty. But yeah, it does seem. See what he does there, right? So, in that ancient spell, he actually shrinks. He doesn't say anything, but he shrinks the spider down to the size of his boot, and then he squishes him under his boot. It's kind of fucked up.
Incendio.
But you know, the ancient spells are cool. It's mainly three, you know, 3 different versions, and then that one you saw for spiders. So there is some that are just for certain enemies, which I think is cool. But otherwise, it's the same stuff. You'll either bounce the goblins around, which I actually think is a bit of fucked up, or you'll rain down a massive bolt of lightning. Which way should we go first? Seems like a big open area. Let's try the more hidden area first.
Revelio.
The cabin updates to how quality of life patches out bugs or exploits is good, but people also hate day 1 patches. Yeah. The problem... Oh, that's cool.
Watch your step.
Visible?
I nearly slipped there.
Yeah, the sucky part about that is either games never go gold,
Incendio.
and then you won't have a day 1 patch. Or we just kind of have to put up with that one a little bit, you know?
Accio.
You know, people bitch and moan about this and that not being on the disc and all that. It's just the nature of the beast. Because, Jesus, 1500. We've got to that point where development
feels like a tune.
goes all the way down to the finish line.
Underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
I'd say this game looks as good as God of War.
Exactly. We'll be fine though.
You know, I wouldn't say it's as big as God of War, but also has more. It's a different beast, right? Like the outer countryside is more accessible than God of War's is. God of War is still quite linear, but then when you go to each realm in God of War, it's quite open. I don't know. It's a different beast. Because God of War games seem bigger than the original ones, but when you're playing them moment to moment, they seem a fraction of the size of the old ones because of how cinematic and bombastic the old ones were. It was like, wow, look at this giant vista, but you're not going there, you know, that kind of way. Whereas the newer ones are like, look at that fucking place, oh, you're probably going there. Might take you a little while, might be a bit more linear, but yeah. I think Ragnarok improved on like everything from the 2018 game besides the story. I don't know if that's such a good thing. Everything, like the combat, movement, the little open areas, even if it is all just the same dog sledding thing, which is fine. You know, it's like, oh, these are tiger dogs. I'm like, okay, it's the same fucking thing.
Now this is
but the story is unforgivable. Talk about unforgivable
Surrounded
curses.
by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
Boom.
Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
We've done a lot of these type of puzzles, so you know what's the real odd part is that you're still surprised we have to gather bones. You silly bastard.
There's something here by the altar. Accio!
Gather bones, create a bridge of bones. These kind of places definitely looks like we're building a door this time. Sometimes it's a bridge, sometimes it's a ladder. Nice. So you get your Accio on. Bring the bones to where they need to go. There you go. Yeah, this part reminds me of Elden Ring. Oh, not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls. Just those kind of dungeons. I really want to play Oblivion. Might do that sometime this year. Maybe when I get the new PC, I'll do like Sky Oblivion or something. Yeah, I know updates are important. DLC shouldn't be expected to me. It's cash grab, or you've been bad writing, didn't fit everything into your story. Ooh, nice. I feel like I would stand by that, but I think it was like the early 2010s where I started to realize that DLC was just a smaller version of expansions. And yes, some of it has already been worked on as the fucking game is being made, you know, so it does feel a bit shitty like that. But mostly, it's their way of going back in and doing an extra story. But you're right, sometimes, the way I look at it with DLC, you'll see there was a trend where it used to be you had to restart your whole playthrough, you know, to start that. Or it was a separate thing in the menu, you know. Then they started to work it into it, where they're like, oh no, you can start this DLC whenever, you know. From Software is such a good... you know, I feel like their DLC feels like expansions because it's whole worlds, but they're a great example of what to do with DLCs. You know, they're like, you can be this level, you can do whatever you want, but it's here now if you do this. But theirs also feel like it was a part of the game, right? You can't really deny that. I know as big as Old Hunters is, as big as Ring City is, the fact that they tie it in to the world. It does feel like it was once part of the major game, you know? And I feel the same thing will happen with Elden Ring. When, probably like in reality, they're just that fucking genius at tying it in, you know? Ever so gently. Where does this go then? Oh, it just goes up there, okay. See what's in here. Did we check this right? Yeah, they're probably just that clever at tying it in. It makes it seem seamless.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Dude, it's very hard to tell which way is up. Which way is the right way to go. We'll make a bridge over here. That one's really stuck, so we're gonna have to set those on fire. Nice. Which is always something. So yeah, I felt like it was about that time. Like, expansions for games, Jesus, they've been going on since the very beginning, but it was mainly for like MMOs or big strategy games, you know. And when you bought an expansion, it was like buying another game. You'd go into the shop, and remember those old PC boxes that you would get that would have the game in it? They were massive, dude. They were the size of like 2 books stacked on top of each other, you know. And they were thick as anything as well. It was really cool. And then some PC developers, they would get so clever with the boxes, man. I remember like the old Omnicron, not the COVID, Joe. It was an old game. It was like a triangle box, and it was all holographic, you know. So it would always catch your eye. That's such a great game. It's so, you know, it's in bad need of a remake and all that, but it's so ahead of its time. It's David Cage's first game, you know, Quantum Dream. It had David Bowie in it. I always talk about it. I played it on Dreamcast, and it's really good. Doesn't hold up and it doesn't look great anymore, but the premise and everything that was going on at the time was pretty special. It was basically, you know, it takes place on this far distant planet, and all this crazy shit's happening. You're like, ooh, ah, oh, for fuck's sake, I can't go this way. This must be separate for later. Yeah, so you're in this crazy futuristic cyberpunk city, and all these different alien species and all this going on. You're like, damn. And then what you realize is the main character starts talking to you, the player. So it's one of those. But this was back in like, what, 98, 99, something like that. It's really cool. This was at a time when video games were really trying to break your brain, between like Half-Life and System Shock and Omnicron and Eternal Darkness. They're really trying to break your brain, and Metal Gear Solid as well. I love it. They were no longer just about presenting you some graphics and some great music and gameplay and have at it. Now it was about, let's break the player's brain. Let's talk to them. Let's break the fourth wall. Let's get out there and mess with them a little bit. And it was wonderful. And each game inspired the next one to fuck around with you a little bit more, you know. So yeah, that was the idea. So it was Omnicron, the Nomad Soul, and the idea was the player, you playing, they were trying to make it seem as if you were in the game, and you weren't just possessing, controlling a character at that point. It was someone in a parallel universe that really existed, which was kind of fucked up because you would constantly end up dying and transferring your soul to another person, another player. But it was kind of genius. It was mainly just a third-person kind of, you know, David Cage type game with gameplay thrown in there, and then it would have FPS moments, even though it was mainly third person. You're walking around the city doing stuff, buying drinks and not getting hit by traffic. And then it would go to FPS, really bad FPS, like fucking first person shooter. And then it would also go into a fighting game where you would fight these demons that were coming after you from, you know, another dimension. And it would go full on fucking side to side, you know, fucking like a fighting game. It's bad. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But that game blew me away back in the day. I didn't even understand much of the premise, as you can imagine, right? You know, you're just a kid. I just loved everything about it. It predated GTA 3, but to me,
Incendio.
I think it did a lot of cool shit that GTA kind of learned from it. Now, why I already did it there. Why didn't that work the first time? They want you to use Confringo, don't they? Or maybe there was too much in the way. There you go. Burn the bastards back. Nice. I'll release more bones. We can build a bridge. I gotta give it to them, like, they're not afraid to make this game a little bit spooky. Because they know that mostly it's gonna be kids playing it, but a lot of kids and then adults that have grown up.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
With Harry Potter. Between these little creepy little bone moments and tombs and then the Inferni and spiders, you know, it's not your average little game. I do think that the enemy variety it definitely dried up about 10 hours into the game. We've seen everything now. It's just trolls and goblins. But it's fine. I think that's more of a limitation of the Potterverse, the Hogwarts, you know, if anything. She created a very simplistic fucking world, let's be honest. And it was already based on just wizards and witches that she didn't create either, you know. So even them adding a lot of things themselves, like, we're not, you know, you have to stay in this world. They probably had their hands tied behind their back. They're like, can we do this kind of enemy? No. Can we do this enemy? No. What's the deal here? Why can't we go through there? I just went around a big circle. Fuck you then.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions
diary. So when's the next gig? Any other concerts? I've been trying to set up a few this year.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of
course. I think I've already solved it. Look at me leg going crazy.
I'll start search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
There's more to this than even I imagined.
Just not allowed to go any further until they tell you. Even if you've already solved it.
Further, I've just realized something.
What?
The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So,
it is good.
If you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Prefer not to learn? Like to learn? How do you know? Yeah, how do you know, right? It's getting to that point. He's been looking in Salazar Slytherin's diary. I think we're going to end up having to fight Sebastian.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Jesus. Now what?
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
It's a 4. This isn't an easy spell? You know far too much, Sebastian, you little bastards. Arcade roguelike games, because say you're Binding Isaac, it's almost having 2 or 3 games on top of one another. Yeah, I like that. Can't play a Bloodborne without DLC, it's way too short. Yeah, so you think it wasn't quite finished? There's a lot of context, I'm sure, some of it's cleverness behind writers. It's hard to tell. Yeah, if done well, we won't be able to tell, huh? I'm happy that there's such a thing as DLC, because I do think what Sony does, a few other developers do, is the way to go. I think I would forgo DLC. That I would rather get those side games, you know. Give them a year of development or whatever. Like, it's a stopgap, a semi-sequel, but I really like that. It allows them to tell stories of popular characters that might have been runaway hits that they didn't quite see becoming runaway hits, you know, that kind of way. It's like, oh, we knew we liked this character, but we just didn't think that people would react so well.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Yeah.
How gracious of you.
I try.
It's like this one. Why are you attacking that?
Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio.
Looks like there might be a combination between these. Did I release another one?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
All these mystical ancient ruins, they all have a meaning. We try that one. That one, they weren't too happy about that. So we'll appear in this one. And this one. Oh, it's just for treasure. We're here for bones. This one we have to go. It's kind of clever, I suppose. In that one.
Accio.
There you are.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Well, don't we need a third one? Well, apparently not. Maybe? Oh, we do.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Guess the spider was more of a punishment.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Thanks. That's some kind of weird compliment. What's down with the spiders? I'd rather not go down here and tell you the truth. Like, fuck this. That's a matriarch as well. Hey, bitch!
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Get in nice and close.
Accio.
Don't run. Listen to them scream.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
So it's shown that it doesn't hit him, then it does hit him. It's definitely a lot
Glacius.
more buggered than it was when I first started playing.
Expelliarmus.
See the way the curse doesn't show up all the time.
Accio. Incendio.
No.
Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
You should be dead.
Incendio.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
It's definitely dramatic.
Incendio.
Oh, it just keeps going down and down. Holy hell. Wouldn't lie when they call this a tomb. It's the biggest one yet.
Accio.
Fucking spiders and spiders. Like a Celtic cross. It does, yeah. There's definitely a lot of nods to that. That makes sense, you know. If you're gonna get into Wizard and Witch, it wouldn't be on, you know, it'd be right if we didn't get into a little bit of the old pagan rituals and that, you know.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
I'd love to go to Arctic Monkeys playing soon. Yeah, I saw that. 75 to 95 a ticket. Oh my lord, really? What are they like? And is that at Malahide Park or something? Maybe it's always the venue that usually sets the ticket prices. Like, fucking hell, that's ridiculous. I like Arctic Monkeys, I really do, but I ain't paying that kind of money. I don't, like, once I saw ticket prices going like above even 50, stupid. And it really is the venue, and I'm sorry to say, but you're paying more for like things like the Tree Arena, whatever it's called now, Board Gosh Arena, and ridiculous prices, and you don't see anything. You're always miles away because of the amphitheater setup, you know, or the massive standing. It's kind of weird. But then you go, like, my favorite is the Olympia, because even though it's an old theater, the balcony is set up where you are like almost on top of the stage. It's great, and then the standing area is all there as well. It's my favorite. It's as close as you're gonna get without something as intimate as a pub setup. You know, I'm not a big. I like, even back when it was called the Point Depot. Then it was the O2. Then there's the Tree Arena. Then there's the fucking Board Gosh Arena. Fucking every name under the sun just has to come in and buy it out. But back then it was called the Point Depot. Obviously it's been done up a lot since then, but never even liked it back then. I don't mind the Ambassador. The Ambassador's a bit of crack. Yeah, there's just something about the Olympia. I like the setup, but I also just love walking down there as well. The outdoors is lovely with a bit of stained glass and everybody queuing up out on the street. It's nice. I like it. That's what I like. I like any gigs that are around Temple Bar as well, because you just get that Dublin vibe straight away. There's always some busker, a few people having a bit of crack, a bit of noise. Yeah, it's nice. Alright, I think we can finally go this way.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
It's fine if you've not, if the people, you don't have a choice if the people go there, you know. More, I was expecting Inferni here actually. Let's get rid of the annoying big one first.
Incendio. Expelliarmus.
Scream for me, spider. Scream. There you are, you big heifer. Two of them.
Bombarder.
Sheesh. Let's see, can we turn one of the little ones? An explosive barrel. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt, you know. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Glacius. Accio.
Now it's just me and the little ones.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. Glacius. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Come here, you bastard. He's stuck in the wall or something. Nice.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
I think it only transforms the little ones, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, and I used a talent where usually it'll just transform it into a barrel or whatever, or anything, you know, a cup, anything. But this one talent allows you to transform them into explosive items. But then you've already transformed this person into
Incendio.
a prop. Now it's an explosive prop, and you're gonna make them explode on everybody? That's fucked up. What a way to go out, you know? Are they still sentient? Are they conscious at that point? That they're an explosive barrel? That they're in smithereens? Like,
Accio.
maybe I'm asking too many questions for a goddamn fucking wizard game.
Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hey, shut
Hold
up.
on. Don't give up yet.
Looks like there's gonna be a boss here. Give us some wiggle well potions. Some things like that. I get it. You're meant to tie it into Hogwarts, but I can't see too many kids understanding that a Wiggle Well potion is the same as a health potion. Might not have been such a bad idea just to fucking call it a health potion. But anyway. Or a draft. I used to love old Wizardry games. Like, here's a health brew, a health draft. They're all names for them like that. Does the same shit, the Lost Relic illustration. Oh my god! Look! Holy shit. Isn't that like the Deathly Hallows or something? Let me see. Or a Horcrux maybe? No, Horcrux. I think it's the... Is that a reference to the Deathly Hallow? Wasn't it always got to do with the... Yeah, I think it is. Oh, sorry. I'm totally just fucking punched that microphone. I can't get it in a good position anymore. Yeah, I fucked up the arm. To over-tighten it. Right? That's definitely... It looks like more of a 3D... That's Deathly Hallow. For sure. The triangle, circle in the middle. The body's on it, though. That's kind of fucked up.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Maybe that's just me. Fucking spiders, right? Exactly.
Could it be?
Could it be? Really popular band, to be fair. I don't know if they're as popular anymore, I don't think. Arctic Monkeys.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
Big lately?
I can't believe it. After all this, it
People
lines
love
up. We've really
a lot of their
found
old
it.
stuff.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea.
Friendly's really into them. He paid like 200 plus one time over to America to see them. Good lord. I have started to notice that. I don't know what the fuck's going on over in the US, but they fucking need to sort their shit out. Everything's so expensive.
What the journal entry says.
We save a bit because of the euro, but it's still not enough.
This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Like their taxes now seems to almost add like a quarter,
especially from my uncle,
onto anything. I know, like our VAT has already tied into it. If that's the case, we're even cheaper on stuff, you know, even in the middle of inflation.
Is that ominous?
This guy's supposed to be blind. How does he find his way down here?
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
I really want to see Destroy Boys live. They're a rock band like most bands. I really like most. They're American. Don't do the Europe tours. Yeah.
We can find another way to help Anne.
Or if they do, they'll come to London or something.
I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Oh my god.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Are they gonna fight to the death?
But Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Yeah, but you fucking... This guy's got Avada Kedavra though. This is bad. I know he has. If he's got Imperius already, we're gonna use it on him. But he's been reading the fucking Salazar Slytherin, so you know he knows the killing curse. If he does that, there'll be no coming back, Sebastian.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
Cool.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
I can't say with you, Sebastian's right. I'm gonna have to pick one, am I? God damn it. I don't really trust Sebastian. I don't trust Dominus either. They're all bastards. Which would you do? I think Sebastian's kind of getting out of control, but there might be a chance to save Anne. This could lead to the death of Ominous. Ooh, this could be an actual, you know, real choice. Let's see.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
We are evil.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
How about your life?
How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
Yes, that's precisely.
That's what I'm saying.
Precisely.
I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio!
Oh my god. It's not coming back
Step
from this.
aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
Jesus.
I will.
Oh, this is crazy.
Sebastian, come on.
Told you I was playing in the dark.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're
Sebastian,
sorry.
we have to go.
How the fuck do you get out of here? I don't think this is the right way. Darn this stuff. Boom, boom. Oh fuck! I think there's a place we have to climb back up, was it? Let me out!
Did we do the wrong thing?
Of course.
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Not like
Ominous
this.
and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperial on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
There's no going back from here.
We've always looked out for each other.
Oh yeah. That's why I love a week or two to America, just a
How long
party
does
and
the
concert
last?
jump, because I'm sure
How
there's
long does
concerts
Ominous stay
non-stop
in the
over there.
tomb?
Yeah,
The
I
curse
think
is
they have
lifted
like
already.
festival season
He'll
as
easily
well.
find his way out of the catacomb just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
There just seems to be a lot of shit that goes on the West Coast. Would you go to like things like Burning Man? And I think there's a lot of those kind of like... There's like a lot of hippie type fests, you know? What the fuck's going on over here? No, can't use my broom. Down to Feldcroft.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be
Incendio.
done. This way.
No, press it on
Seems
button.
like Ominous. Is it only a set?
Expelliarmus.
How are you up so fast?
Accio. Glacius. Incendio.
I have my Incendio as OP as it is on purpose. No one gonna comment on this?
This isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke. Over there, by the hamlet.
You don't say. We're right in front of the fucking thing. You only see it now. Maybe Ominous, not the
Feldcroft's in
blind one.
trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
This could be because of the relic. We'll see. Oh damn! Listen to them. I can hear spells flying off. Holy shit! That one almost hit me. Come on, you little goblin bastards.
Quite.
What was that? Look at the poor scarecrow. Oh, why wouldn't you hit the guy right beside you again?
Descendo. Repulso. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio.
You bastard.
Incendio.
Never hits the guy you want to hit.
Got them. That was 3 Glacius. We'll make them resist. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Handling it.
Sheesh, what was that? I've never seen that before.
Glacius.
Ow.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Why aren't you using what I want to use?
Accio.
Alright! Do the ancient magic when I tell you. Oh, it's Anne. Oh god. What is it? What do they do? Do they know? They're trying to capture her? This quest is insane. This is a side quest! Oh, he's gonna do a Vada Kedavra. Oh no. Thought he was gonna hit her by accident. That would have been insane. Careful. Oh my god, did he make him slit his own throat? He did, in front of his own sister. The power!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
She's always clutching her stomach. She's probably some kind of mark or something on her stomach. It might just be health stuff.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did the right thing.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home.
What's to stop him from using the Expelliarmus,
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Yeah, just to go partying in
Hogwarts.
America would be cool. The old road trip. Hey, Pyro, hello. Goblins are my favorite, really. Not in Harry Potter, but just in general. Okay, nice. How's your day going today, dude? Yeah, sorry, Fortnite was a bit shitty yesterday. They updated things again. They took out all the vault stuff. I'm gonna miss it, honestly. It was the only thing kind of keeping me going. They've added back the hunting rifle, the 6-shooter, just randomly bringing cowboy shit back. By God, is that hunting rifle bad? I could have sworn someone said the hunting rifle was good back in the day. Oh, what the fuck? It's very inaccurate. Unless it's not the same hunting rifle. This isn't the same house. This is someone else's. We fought outside here for some reason. If we can continue this Anne storyline, I'd like to put it to rest, because it's one of those that I've been on the edge of my seat.
What was he thinking?
Back off, Solomon.
Pardon me, Mr.
Solomon Grundy.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
I'd say my stream ended. Sebastian saved his sister. Yes.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before.
Goblin lords.
That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is.
Fuck off.
Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Oh, what a bitch. Wow.
Why, Sebastian?
What a bitch. In the shadow of time. Maybe that relic is something else. I could have... It definitely reminded me of the Deathly Hallows. Can we go in? What a fucking snitch. Letter from Sebastian. His sister Anne. Is she even allowed... Hello? God, Anne is worse than we thought. That's a curtain, love. That is a curtain. Peek-a-boo.
Revelio.
Poor thing. She really isn't doing well. You love mythology and creatures? Yeah. Because Sebastian in the Undercroft. Right. Is there not a better way of getting in there? Is it under secret rooms? I don't think so. See, it should be. Counts as a goddamn secret room, you bastard. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Defense against the dark arts. Yeah, I think we're very close to the end. Lovely. I feel like one of the repositories of ancient magic will end up being under Hogwarts. They'll start drilling under there.
Broadens the mind.
So Undercroft seems to have a lot of use in the main game too. This game desperately needs a kind of a omnipotent, you know, guide like Dumbledore was, because Headmaster Black is a fucking idiot.
Did you speak with my uncle?
Because you know what, at these moments, this would always be a perfect time for Dumbledore to step in and just kind of nudge people in the right direction.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not
reverse the curse.
I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Looks like they used the family crest to communicate away from the uncle.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you.
This is the part I don't like.
I appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
Then they want you to kind of go back and do other stuff. And it's fine, you know, I get that things take time. It's just, if you're doing little tiny bits of each quest, you don't fucking remember anything of any of them at that point. You're just like, come on. The only way to keep it coherent is to play the game 30 hours at a time. And you're like, yeah, it's fine. Let me leave. Let me leave, Murph. That's why God of War is so good. Just see some gods figures and be, yeah, for sure. Definitely the older ones as well. And I think they even did a great job creating the gods and creatures. I like it. Because, you know, when it comes to all the mythology, you know, there's people that are so very against it ever being real. Which I think is silly nonsense as well. Every day we find a new dinosaur. It's like, yeah, of course, mythical creatures didn't exist. There's probably a lot of embellishment, but that's the same with everything, you know. History is written by a lot of storytellers, and they do let their imagination get carried away. It's kind of like the idea behind the Sphinx as well, you know. It's like, what the hell was that? Was it a person? Was it a thing? Was it both? Okay, so that's all we can do out of that for now, the stinking bastards. We could do the final keeper trial. Tell the keepers of Ranrock's plans. What's could we do? Speak with Natty. Talk to Poppy. I'm Poppy. It's fucking Parry, Pippin, Poppy, Penny. Like, fucking chill with the names. Yeah, let's do this one. I want to see, can we help the dragons? Dragon Ball Z. Where you at, Poppy? You in Hogsmeade, bitch. What you doing in Hogsmeade, motherfucker? Hello, Hogsmeade, Adu. I need to explore the Egyptian pantheon further. I'm not too familiar with it.
More cozy than Hogsmeade.
It's really cool. They were so far ahead. Oh my god. They even had like computers of their time, you know. And they were heavily invested in the placement of the stars, constellations. They built a lot of their relics that still stand to this day.
Not at all.
Because of the cosmos.
I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either.
Oh no.
Perhaps she's busy with her research.
Perhaps she's dead. Oh sorry, that's too much. That's too much.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
And?
Well done.
What did you say?
You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's alright. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Yeah, the Egyptian stuff is very interesting. Because, you know, a lot of people think
Here
it's
we are.
connected
I
to
do think this is
aliens
where we'll
and stuff
find her.
as well.
The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg.
I think it's
Dragons
a bit
are hard
closer
enough
to
to
home.
wrangle, let alone maternal
I don't think
ones.
it's
You
aliens
got all of that
necessarily.
from simply standing here.
I
You'd
think
be
it's
surprised
more
how easy it
of
is to
a
think like a poacher.
highly
Shall we see if
advanced
she's home? We only need to return her egg.
civilization that might have been here.
That sounds
long
straightforward
before
enough.
We should be in and out.
We
Then
were.
we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Because if there's one thing you'll notice about this is technology always seems to reach a limit, and then it's kind of like killed off or destroyed.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Oh no! If we gotta fight her, let's do
and
it.
one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already.
Alright.
I'm ready when you are.
Goodness knows. Let's return a dragon egg to its mama. Hello?
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
That's not scary or anything. We might have to do one of those cutscene fights. Your poor wings. These dragons were being fought illegally.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
We can return it. It's gonna have our scent on it though, so she might reject the egg. Let's hope not.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet. Incendio.
Sorry, Mr. Wolf.
Expelliarmus.
Let's not have anything.
Wonder how many they
Eating
brought
the
to
egg.
capture.
Jesus.
And usually
Look at this old abandoned cave. Back when they were capturing. They probably killed a lot of dragons in the process of capturing one. Duel!
Revelio.
Hello there. I come in pieces.
she's breathtaking. Fantastic.
From a distance.
They are very proud of their spells. And so they should be. They've done a good job with them.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well.
Telekinetic.
And
Oh,
from
they
a
have some cool
distance,
stories.
we probably
Drake
look
time.
exactly
I mean the
like sheep
traditional
there.
stories and so on. The kids story.
Hebrideans love sheep.
God of
lucky
War
for
didn't do
us.
Kelpies justice. I love the Kelpies. No bias here. Yeah, they didn't. They did not. But some other games have done the Kelpies. Even if they didn't name them Kelpies, they've done a good job with them. That whole scene was so weird. You know, we've seen so many different versions of oracles and seers from every mythos, you know. The Spartans to the Greeks. And just to see it all just done so nonchalantly and then it's over and never talked about
Watch your
again.
step.
It's just bad fucking writing. Bad writing.
Pity. She must have been starved.
Pity.
Or just raring for a fight.
Exactly. Yeah, it seems to be like, do a mission, you know, upgrade your shit, sell your shit. Do a mission, upgrade, you know, it's too much time.
Quiet. What was that?
Ooh, the poachers are back. Hey, mama. Not the mama. Are we gonna fight it? Damn. Look how hurt she is. Have to use the charm of disillusion.
Well, there's no turning back now. Remember, we don't want to hurt her.
No. Why is my spells not working? Fucking hell! Is this a goddamn sneaking section? Over here, it immediately goes somewhere else. Move, boy! Good old sticky cover. Now I got me spells back.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Oh god, I think I fucked it. No, bitch.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Alright, you could call this gameplay.
Listen to reason.
You could.
Normally try, but
Let's see how much we can get away with here.
Get to that opening below her.
There we go. It's such sticky cover.
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest.
I hate sticky cover.
Underneath, I think it's
That was easy.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Is this our nest? I think we're getting closer.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Uh-huh. Place that egg. What you need to do is like rub it around the nest or something first.
Why is every bridge here broken?
There's a fucking dragon.
Lumos. Reparo.
That was stealth. You want to call it that? Stealth light? Oh man, the bridge just
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
I think it's got a little perch. A little perch. Cute. I was hoping we could keep the dragon and raise it for ourselves, but... Oh dear. Linda mama. Calm down. It might end up hatching. She does look a bit blind. Can she smell it? It's yours. Watch out, Poppy, you're gonna fall off. It's trying to say thank you, I think. Anyway, it knows how. She smells her egg on you. Now's the time to leave. Oh, off she flies to find a new nest, away from interfering humans. You blame her? Do you piss yourself? There's something stanking. Bye, dragon. It would be nice to have a small, like, half health bar fight there.
Brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Sure, you're almost turned into Krispy Kreme, but that's okay.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says.
Of course, I'm getting human to ride them before going underwater to drown them. Never thought about it until now, but seeing as God of War was in Norse, why does Mimir have that accent?
Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us?
The beauty about Norse is because of the natures of Vikings,
unless what?
Pillaging and plundering.
They haven't let things lie.
That.
Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Probably gone off looking for her again. With the Norse mythos, okay, we know it's like Scandinavia, but it kind of encompasses all of, you know, Western Europe as well, in a way, you know. Besides the Germanic barbarians from mainland Europe, you know. So, a Scottish accent, Irish accent, British accent wouldn't necessarily be out of the realm of things, you know. It kind of makes sense. Alright, that's the end of that one. Getting close to finishing all those off. You can see what they're doing. You do a quest for each of the students they've handpicked to be more important than the average non-speaking NPC. You good? What happened over there? I heard a burp.
Actually.
There's a story in Horse Trick and a bunch of kids. It's like one who saved team by cutting the fingers off. The only thing left, the other kids with insides is a pile. Lost the bet to a sticky horse. It's always a reasonable excuse why you lost your finger. That's wild.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
I think that's it. Nothing else. I can sell some of me shite while I'm here though. I only keep the gold stuff because of the traits. But the stats have to be good too, you know. Most of the time they'll tell you it's not great. Thanks, you bastard.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
You will. Alright, every time I load in it goes like, new quest available. But I don't know what they're talking about. All of this. Received an owl mail. Should we do this one? Nah, fuck it. Let's go on with the main quest. I do want to get a wiggle on. It'll be there. I'll grab a save here just in case, actually. You never know. 31 fucking hours, mate. We ain't done a whole lot. Alright, back to the map room. The final trial. Lots of knights and puzzles. Bye, Schmaugs. Yeah, right, you love your Schmaugs, don't you? Your Schmaugs. The only thing I always found stupid is that the hoods of the robes are pointy. Makes them look like, yeah, why didn't they have normal shape? I don't know, some of them have little tassels at the end where they try and make them not as pointy for sure.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the keepers that Ranrock knows where
like,
the last repository
first year. And also, you never know, she might have made them that way on purpose. She's a heinous bitch. She might be into all that shit too. Isn't it weird how almost everything around the world have tails of dragons? Yeah, I suppose the countries are not far from each other now.
This is great news indeed.
Witch hats. It's probably
we had hoped for more time to
but
discuss
if it's anything,
the best path forward.
All witch hats is, if it's anything like the Viking, it's probably all just, you know, it's like from video games and movies, but it's not based on reality. Because apparently the horns in the Viking helmets is not a thing, you know? It's just not a fucking thing.
Professor,
Animal
you
skins,
received my
yeah.
owl. Ranrock has the last of Bragbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it.
We stood by and watched.
Where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers.
God, who would have thought?
Was bringing the journal to me.
Rhyming names.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Thinking about the repository, my
Surely
bowels
this changes things.
in the toilet.
Ranrock has Bragbor's journals and knows where the final repository is.
We obliterated
I guarantee you
Bragbor.
it's under Hogwarts.
He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Isadora told Bragbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in Professor Rookwood's Pensive. And a conversation with Bragbor in which she expressed frustration about the limits being placed on her use of ancient magic.
Quote number 390.
The memories they have seen,
when you think about it, like
I believe our young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances
I'm gonna have to dress up as the FBI and enter the house to raid him. Who put that there? That's a
quote. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts.
What?
Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
Okay.
An exceptional level of magical skill? Nuanced ability to interact with beasts? I suppose we should begin our search for a face of stone and tendrils.
Can we trust
whatever that may be?
Very well.
Professor Weasley has been keeping an eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of it.
Toodle Pip. You Pip Toodle. Maybe this is where we get like our final mount. Even up until the very end of the game, they're still giving us new spells and abilities. Pretty impressive. Did I not? I was down here with Imelda. I didn't grab a fast travel. What the fuck is the matter with me? Why do I keep doing that? You really do have to brush your dick off the statue for it to pop up, which is annoying. Sometimes you're just in a general area. Just give us the goddamn fast travel.
Guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Most pleased. Kiss me out. But we have our last room
quiet.
speed upgrade, so we fucking fast. Partake in a little tomfoolery, right? Exactly. Yes. We could do a little bit of trolling. That's what it was back then. A little tomfoolery. You think so? Yes. Cape looks cool. What the hell are those?
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
Big looking goblins.
Is somebody there?
Yes.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
It is out of a storybook. Badly written one. Excuse me.
Oh, nice.
We must be getting closer. I think that the map in this game is the perfect size. I even thought that Hogwarts and its outskirts and then Hogsmeade and its outskirts was big enough because of the sheer size of Hogwarts. In actual, we didn't spend that much time in Hogwarts if you think about it, you know. And you can, but you know what I mean. I was expecting every single moment. Hold on, the camera's freaking out. Kept pushing me into the camera. All right. Hello there. In we go. No problem. Alright, Professor Fig. We got this mask during this playthrough, and I just thought, kind of cool, or this stream. Kind of cool where I've nothing really
You're
read.
here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to
Right. I
contend
guess
with.
this is the stone with the tendrils you're talking about.
It's likely because they no longer need to track the keepers for
That
information.
this must be the monster we've been seeing. The beast. Kind of cool. Looks like we may have to get one and then bring him in here to open it. It looks like a Cthulhu if he was, you know, on four legs. Find the clue.
Revelio.
The clue.
This place could do with a bit of pruning.
Bombarda.
Yeah, it's weird. Bombarda is not
Confringo.
seen as a fire magic spell. Huh?
Is that a... It is.
Yeah, what is that?
I believe I know what must be done.
No, I know first. You can tell that the footprints. Damn you, fake.
Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
Of course. No, I don't know what that animal's called.
That's a head. I can't say that I do.
It appears to be a fearsome beast known as a GRAPHORN. And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a GRAPHORN will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor
GRAPHORNs.
Rackham meant
Are
when
they
he spoke
from,
of my needing an
Fantastic
ability
Beasts?
to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of GRAPHORNs lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect
Shire
you'll
of
need
the
to bring
Ring.
him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Yeah, well, I was right about you picking a good time to pick up Elden Ring, Pyro, because they just announced the DLC first. And seeing as big Elden Ring is, I have no doubt that the DLC itself will probably be about 30 hours long. And I'm not even joking.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on
Okay,
your
well,
own.
that means get lost. I'd say what they'll do is they'll create a place as big as Caelid, you know? Story and all. And just have every little crevice be a little dungeon and stuff. That makes sense, right? I think Caelid was the perfect size. You know, a big chunk of the bottom area was made up for that big fight with Radahn, but you know, take it into account, but make that like several bosses. Let's go find the Lord of the Shore. Yeah, they're making new Lord of the Rings movies, new games, everything. Warner Brothers is doubling down on all of their franchises. I think their eyes are bigger than their belly. They do not have the budget for this stuff. What they should do is go back to the drawing board, start to cut these budgets down, you know? Just because you want to copy Marvel and be Marvel in nature does not mean you have Marvel money, you know? You can't put 300 million into one movie when you can do 4 movies with that, you know? Let's cut the bullshit. Let's cut these budgets down, starting with fucking actor salaries. Fuck
These rocks
shit.
have seen better days.
I've heard Centaur's quieter than you.
How the fuck are Marvel's budgets 300 million and people like Robert Downey Jr. weren't taking a wage, you know? He wasn't taking a salary. He was taking a percentage of the profits. But so that would cut 20 million out of that budget. But how is it still 300 million? Or whatever, you know? Like when you go back and look at these old movies and some of them were like 150 million, like, wow, that's still out of control. And then they jump to 300 million. I'm like, I'm getting to the point, are they giving like the CG companies $100 million? Like, that's the only thing I can think. Because if a third of the movie is CGI, and bad CGI at that, where the fuck's the money going? Oh, lads, fancy not being mean to the animals? Cyber don't like when you're mean to the animals.
You're the hypocrite.
There he's fighting the spider. Oh, carry on.
Expelliarmus.
No diggy hole. No diggity. No doubt.
A puff scheme could deal a bigger... Ha! The lamp... I'll get that goblin helmet back. Hopefully by running your corpse.
What? The goblin, huh? Big dark wizard.
One less poacher in the wizarding world.
I wouldn't call him a dark wizard. Pissant. You've done a nice little job of the old English coast. Alright, it's down here beside all the whale bones. Some poor washed up creature. There's a Merlin trial too. Blah blah.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Me too. Not enough malice sweet. You have to buy more of it? You have to get more of it? I didn't know that. I thought it was always just the same. Well, excuse me. That's news to me. Code 78. Beans robbing eggs, man. This is some kind of spherical war going on. Yeah, I like that. Imagine that. All spherical foods standing against non-spherical food.
Bombarda!
Bombarda is like the most powerful spell and the weakest as a kitten. All
this must be the place.
I knew you were sending me down here. It was just a matter. This is the lair of this beast. Let's have a look at him. What do you think will be DLC? From the looks of it, we're going to see the main woman from the intro. I forgot her name. Golden hair. You think so? It's, I think, Aquila. It's a boy. Maybe. Or maybe you're thinking of Queen America. But I would assume that the DLC takes place before or after her death. You know, that kind of way where it's like, it's before, but she's still trapped, you know, strapped to the Elden Ring. Or she's, it's afterwards and she's gone, you know. But yeah, Aquila, it's kind of a weird story. Aquila is, it's basically, people have every name for it. I call it Aquila. I don't give a fuck. It's all Celtic anyway. But you know, everyone loves Melania. Melania and Aquila are siblings, and her whole story is they're basically these chosen people, right? You know, the chosen ones have the power to be, you know, ascend to become gods. You know, so they have a horrible life. One of them is Rani, the four-armed witch. You know, and her whole story is about breaking the bonds of destiny and you know, her life. It's almost like when you see people who are put into like these kind of arranged marriages and stuff. It's very wrong. It's similar to that. So her quest is all about freeing herself from that bond, both in a physical sense and a spiritual sense. But yeah, the story between Melania and Aquila is that she mourns for her brother, but she still thinks he's there, but he's actually been abducted by Moog. Moog is, it's really weird. When you read into the lore, he's basically groomed them, but Aquila is asleep in this kind of egg thing, you know. When you kill Moog, you actually get to see Aquila. a little arms peeking out of an egg. But yeah, it seemed to be a boy and Moog's a dude, so it's like this weird older man grooming story thing. But it wouldn't be the first time. From Software always have some weird fucking stories, for sure. But you know, a lot of stuff is based in medieval, and medieval was full of all that nasty shit. Still is. If you're part of the royal family, fucking old inbred hoovers, the whole lot of them. But it'd be cool to see what's going on, because this M'Quilla person seems to have some kind of power over maybe dreams and that, you know. So I'd be down for that. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know, you know. So when you're fighting Millennia, she's a second form, but she ascends into godhood, and she becomes goddess of the Scarlet Rot. And most of the people you fight ascend into gods, you know. Some are gods of this and that. They love all that stuff. And then there's the outer gods, which is them once again. He's obviously obsessed with H.P. Lovecraft, because he talks about the outer gods are kind of like the great old ones. These are big, massive fucking gods that are basically staring down the lands between like a marble in their hand, you know. They're all fighting over it. The Golden Order is one. The Greater Will is one. These are not just words and religions and all that. These are all related to gods, you know. And then Moog, he actually, it's been a while since I played this. I haven't played it since like last April or May. Yes, it's been a while. Moog, he serves the Formless Mother. When he summons that acid blood, he summons it from another dimension. He summons it from the Formless Mother herself, which is obviously some kind of grotesque, bloody beast from a different dimension if the blood is acid, you know. And then there's the Dung Eater. He's poop, but he's something got to do with a poop god as well. And then there's so many as well. There's the Prince of Death. He's also, I think he might be part of the story. It's either M'Quilla or him. We could get 2 DLCs. We don't know. There might be another one next year, you know. That would be cool. Because I think his is secretly one of the best quests in the game, I think. The Deathbed Companion and all that. Basically, the idea of people wanting to sacrifice themselves to transcend their physical being, you know. So when the game first came out, we were all talking about like hugging the, you know, getting those hugs from their little mommy. But in actuality, she's got a whole different thing going on. And even the Great Runes and the Golden Order, the Great Runes themselves are like gods, you know. They're like children of the gods. Even though they look like a rune in your hand, it's more than that, you know. It's kind of like how we think about gods and aliens and all that. If we ever did see them, it wouldn't be little green men, and God wouldn't be some giant bearded man in a toga, you know. They're probably an energy, a light, or something like that, you know. It's kind of cool. So yeah, so when you do the Deathbed Companion, you go down and you see this rotted thing that's attached to the roots of the Erd Tree, and it's a shape. It looks like you see another one inside one of the castles as well. It kind of looks like an eldritch monster, but in the shape of like a clam almost. It's kind of weird. But you find out that is actually Godwyn the Gold, which was one of America's children, you know. That's why all of her children start with the word God in it, you know. Godric and all those. It's like how, you know, in Scottish lore they have like Mac and all that. It's like son of, you know.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Oh, maybe we can finally finish that one off. Will he teach me Avada Kedavra? Anyway. Yeah, so I'd like them to do that. I want to know about the god that fell. It's almost very satanic, which I think could be cool. Meet Sebastian Anne. Ooh, in the Shadow of Hope. It's always in the shadow. And we're talking about the shadow of the Erd Tree, and it makes me think that, like, what creates a shadow, you know, that rot, that darkness. And it's really cool. We got to see, so the woman that holds you, we got to see her true form, which was a dragon. And nearly every single From Software game has some connection to dragons. I think the same way in mythology, a lot of people consider dragons to be gods themselves, you know. It's not just a serpentine. Even our lizards and wyverns and everything are all you know, fucked up children and half-breeds of dragons. They consider dragons, especially in Chinese and Japanese lore, like literal gods. So it makes sense, and they've done this the whole way through. Dark Souls has done it. There's always been some kind of a human dragon crossover ascension, all the way up to Dark Souls 3. Elden Ring has done it. Nearly every, there's, as much as we laugh about there being the Moonlight Greatsword, there's always been dragons as well in some form. There might be twisted eldritch horrors, but they're still what they consider dragons. So that could be cool. So yeah, Elden Ring has a huge connection to dragons. It has more dragons than any other game I've ever seen in my life. Even games where it's just about dragons. Like, there's so many. At one point, like, you run around that one field with a massive giant elder dragon asleep or whatever that you can kill. And if you run around enough, you can just set off like 6 or 7 dragons at once, flying away. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Tarnished 5, check a god and 1. Yeah, right? I'd be down to see that. America, yeah. Godwin was golden, I think. Maquilla, whatever it's spelled. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could be cool. Maquilla is like, that could deal with the formless mother. But just the fact it's called the Shadow of the Erdtree does make me think of Godwin. And then he lost his name then, Godwin the Golden. There's this one woman on a cliff that you can talk to, one of the Finger Maidens, and she'll start talking about Godwin. But if you look in her general direction where she's looking at, she's looking directly at this horrible black oozing mess, this rot at the bottom of the Erdtree. So I want to know his story so badly, you know. So then he's just known as like the Prince of Death or whatever, which I know. Or the Dead Prince, one of those. I know is a bit more simple. It's kind of cool. There's 3 or 4 of the children or the god siblings that we don't know about, you know. And I want to know. Let me see. Let's do this beast quest. That'll be a chunk. That'll be a chunker. I wonder if you just do the passage of time enough.
Very well, Lord of the Shore. Show yourself.
That's cool. Now, I could talk about that lower for ages. It's been a while, so I'm extremely rusty. I apologize for that. I'm pronouncing and saying things wrong, but God, is it cool. Here we go. Hello. Damn. Jesus. GRAPHORN. Hello. We have to beat him up. Damn, look at him. Woo! You a big boy. He doesn't give a fuck about my Expelliarmus.
Incendio.
Guess we wear him down and then capture him in our bag. Hello. Friend?
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Some soul shit right here. You stuck?
Can't we talk about this?
Right?
Expelliarmus.
Can we be friends? Oh, first time you hit me. Mid-spell, by the way. You see that? Mid-spell. Can I do anything about that? No. Hello there. My little Cthulhu friend. Oh, Jesus. Wow, what a bestial noise. Come on. Give you too many free things. God of War, eat your heart out. But he doesn't give a fuck about spells at all. He's like, keep hitting me, just do it. Just fucking do it.
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. I should think we'd be a bit weaker by now.
Right?
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Glacius.
What's it gonna take to get you to calm down? Ow!
Expelliarmus.
You're on fire, but you're still attacking me.
Bombarda.
There you go. That shut him down. Alright, come on, you're coming home with me. Apparently there's a whole breeding kneel attack. Kneel. Oh god. Whew. You've worked on the hippogriff. It's all about respect. Yeah. There's a whole breeding thing in the game between the fantastic beasts.
I need your help, friend.
Very impressive. You're not a fan of extra reading? Oh. The fact that those games have such little, like, you know, cutscenes or talking that way The extra reading is part of the fun. I don't call it extra reading at that point. It's like 80% of the story. Woo! We're doing it.
Here we go.
GRAPHORN's powerful charge attack deals mount down, skip it back. Okay. Let's go. New beast inventory. So you have to be level 10, but I'm like level 30. Charge!
Faster.
I love this music. It became nighttime when we were chatting. Yeah, just listen to other people
No need
dissect
to race now, my friend.
Yeah. Here we go. Charge! Were you trapped in here, you poor thing? Alright, looks like we gotta make our way over there.
There we go.
We go either way we want.
No need to race now, my friend.
This is very Avatar. La 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 la. Dancing with the Avatar. I want to see Sunbro return. Yeah, that could be cool. At this teacher in school, for the last name, and some weird obsession that sent it from the crows. Oh wow. That's funny.
For anyhow.
Why didn't that hurt him? I was charging, wasn't I?
Expulso!
There you go.
Where's that goblin helm, you little thief?
You still looking for the goblin helm? Charge! Does he have a helm?
Incendio! You look so very. Expulso!
You can do a whole lot of damage. I'm sorry, buddy. You can do a whole lot of damage, Tal.
Expulso!
Incendio!
Expelliarmus.
How'd you all get the same one?
Forever.
Protego.
Incendio!
Expelliarmus.
Incendio!
Accio. Incendio.
That was amazing. Incendio! Expulso!
Incendio.
Incendio!
Expelliarmus.
Expulso!
Protego.
Stupid. Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Pathetic. I wonder were people expecting Suicide Squad to have these similar combat, you know? To the Batman games, you know? Would you prefer that? It's a hell of a charge. So want me to ride across all of these in our little...
This looks intriguing.
In our new mount. There's a big boy.
Time for a jaunt, I'd say.
Oh yeah, just one problem, he's getting rolled and smoked by all these things. Give it the wolves. Charge!
Time for you all to clear out.
Charge, GRAPHORN.
We have thanks for that hippogriff you stole. Expulso!
Thought he was gonna have like a fire breath or something. Charge is currently on cooldown. I would have probably revealed this guy before I did the hippogriffs, you know? Who's gonna use this guy, honestly? You can fucking fly around on a hippogriff. Just saying, not trying to be mean or nothing. There you go, have a little bath. There we go. I hope the professor's ready, because I'm about to charge through. Oh, speed up is unavailable while we talk about 14 cutscenes. Oh, cool. Good boy. We're gonna use them in the trial. That'd be cool. Differentiated crow person. The birds kept saying her family was descended from crows. Oh my god, alright. The fact that all characters have guns seems like it's better for each character to play very differently. Yeah. There's a goddess who referred to herself as the crow. The goddess of war. Is it like the Norse god of the crows, the raven? Valraven? Alright, get it back in your arse, TARDIS. Beautiful. We might as well, we're knee deep in this, we might as well go. Nice. How long have I been going for? Yeah, I'll probably go for like 3 hours of this, and I'll move over, because I'm believing it too late. Yes. Alright. Hello?
Perhaps Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you.
This is a bit earlier.
I still have my reservations.
End of the trial.
Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed.
People who share one name, they're
I
called
can only
crows.
hope that
Shapeshift,
you
one of
are.
the main forms.
My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Bitch. Sorry. Yeah, that's why like ravens and crows are always related to death and battlefields and that. Not just a sign of... Wait, this is it? What's the trial? Getting the beast? Oh my god, that was easy. Well, I suppose we fought enough of those fucking knights as well. For one lifetime, but still. Yeah, we're just given the pensive orb immediately. I love that they've done this whole ancient magic thing. You can really go wherever they want with this now, you know? If I was them, I would have leaned harder into the elemental stuff, because the elemental stuff only serves a purpose now in terms of color coordinated shields. That's it, you know?
Hello?
Which is fine.
Isadora?
So you have Glacius, which frost.
Isadora?
Be yellow for no reason, you know. Here we go. Will we see? So Isadora's been capturing all the hurtful pain and anger and all that, all the bad emotions, locking them up.
Mr. Morgan.
Now they're using it literally as dark magic, as you can imagine. All that negative energy in the magical world is a bad thing. Oh god, is he turned into some soulless creature? She removed his pain after a sibling was lost. Oh god. What the hell? We knew that you couldn't just take someone's emotions away and it'd be fine. What the hell has happened?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped.
Now she's absorbing
I've just
herself.
learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
Oh god.
We must gather the others.
It seems deeply connected to Sebastian and Anne as well. Will he try and use this too? Oh wow. This must be her repository. Does this look like it's under Hogwarts or what? One of the students.
I need you to return to your common room, alright?
Got it, 4 grand wizards can't take down Isadora. What the hell chance do we stand? We're not going after her though. We're going after Ranrock, who's channeling all this hate. Isadora might either be dead, locked away, or possibly a future villain. Don't know. There she is. Oh god, look at them dead eyes. Fucking True Crime Daily coming at you.
What have you done?
Take your breath.
Good lord.
Students, Isadora.
Just getting off on this stuff.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Damn, they're like the cops coming in.
You taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
Uh-oh. That's power right there. Oh my god, she instantly dead? She just killed Neve? Oh. The wand's locked in a duel. He came to her place of power. He thought that was a good idea. Don't cross the streams. Isadora. Move over, Voldemort. We got a new bitch in town. What? He did it. He fucking... I can't believe he did that. That's that Slytherin boy. Damn, he straight up killed her. All that power, but she couldn't avoid.
She's alive.
Killed, of course. Damn. Oh, she ain't come back for a sequel. Ooh. Will that end up being our wand? Will they pull a Harry Potter? Damn, I didn't think she was going to die like that. I thought she might get absorbed into the repository as like the crucible of all that negative power and energy. Damn, now we know the truth. Must feel pretty guilty about that, but I think he probably did the right thing, honestly. It's just all over so soon. But that doesn't stop the true enemy. All that collective negative energy from the repository that Ranrock is now fitting into. I would have much preferred her to be the boss. Well, they just whipped that. They pulled the rug out from underneath us there. It's not against Ranrock or Rookwood at all, but you've drip fed 2 enemies from the first 10 minutes. Well, here we are, 30 hours in. Like, it's too much. I want to see the true enemy. Don't just go like, the true enemy was evil in our hearts all along.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
Yes.
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands.
Once I saw they were drilling, I'm like,
Isadora
holy shit,
had
they're going to drill under
from
Hogwarts.
so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe.
It'd be cool if they
we
drained
also
the lake.
realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power.
Yeah,
we built the trials to lead that person to us. To allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensieves.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As
I
am
cool
sure
villain,
he
yeah?
will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
We could have given her, like, her name, call her, like...
I shall send an owl ahead to
PJ.
Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to
Nowley
Professor
or something.
Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes.
Just give it
I may have
a
made
weird,
an
like,
error in judgment
joke
by
name
not
to sound like
informing
J.K.
her of
Rowling and
Ranrock's
just fucking
intentions
murder the
earlier.
piss out of it.
I only hope it's not too late.
That would have been good.
If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor.
Nice.
I'll see you soon.
Hell yeah. It seems like the next time I stream this, we'll probably be finishing it up. Lovely. So getting the beast there was the trial. Every other trial was platforming puzzles, fighting these knights, proving ourselves, and then a final giant knight as a boss. Not that one. Not that one at all. Yeah, once I saw that Ranrock was fucking with drills, I'm like, he's going to be digging under Hogwarts, because Hogwarts is just so full of fucking mystery. It'd be cool if they hollowed out that lake, or part of it, just to get underneath it, you know. We were fighting down at the bottom of the lake. You'd see the squid give us a hand in that. Obviously, there's mountains of collectibles and huge amount of side quests that we can do. Finish off Sebastian's quest as well. But just in terms of where the story, it feels like it's coming into that big crescendo finish. It seems that Ranrock will be the final enemy. There's no... I was really hoping Isadora would take over, or at least disappear for a time to come back, you know? Even if it was something as goofy as hearing her voice inside some of the repositories, you know, of dark energy, dark magic. It's creepy that she's like taking their soul away. There's that dragon. Alright. Cool. Very, very good. We also did a little bit of Poppy's quest. We did a nice bit there, you know. We've got, that's basically the entirety of all of the mounts now. I wonder, could you find more of them? The fact that the GRAPHORN is male.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
It means that there's a female out there, and there is a whole idea behind breeding them all. So I'm guessing you can breed these as well. The moment I saw
slow down now,
our first
there we go
fantastic beast, and I saw that it was male and female, I was thinking it was. I've been lucky not to get spoiled on any of this. What a great shot right there! Holy hell! Holy ball tracks! Right in the shadow of Hogwarts. But yeah, I was thinking that the room of requirement stuff seemed like such a simple little idea, but they've expanded. I wouldn't say it's nowhere near as big as something like what Animal Crossing does, but it's like Sims and Animal Crossing light, you know. The room stuff and all the decorating is very Sim-like, and then the animals and all that. It's very clever. Good for them.